Hi boys and girls, welcome back to my channel. I'm Christine and today I have for you another edition of Can I Dupe It? Today I'm using the Goddess palette from Alter Ego. It is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Golden palette. Golden? I'm not sure. Put it up here. I just got this the other day. It's only been swatched. I haven't actually used any of the shadows beyond that. I'm very excited to try it. Alter Ego has been getting some great reviews. And I've been very, very excited to try it. So let's kind of get into it here. I am going to be using a video tutorial from a YouTuber. Her name is Julia Adams. As always, when I do these videos, I will play it here so you can hear the audio, and I will put it up on the little clips up on the screen so you can kind of follow along. So here we go.
For the first look, I'm going to be using the bolder shades in this palette. So I'm first going to be going into Dijon, which is the mustard shade, and it is
Dijon for her, and it's Athena for me.
Their matte formula, and their mattes are so soft. I was playing with this palette all night last night, and when I first touched the mattes, I was so shocked. They're so velvety soft, it's insane. So I'm gonna go in with that on a Smith 232 brush, just all in the crease. Blending out like a dream, and I was surprised this shade went on a lot darker than I was expecting it to. On this.
Okay, so now while this is a dupe in colors, it is not necessarily a dupe in texture and formula. So I know Natasha Denona is famous for her different kinds of formulas. Some of them are cream to powder and things like that. These are pretty much just your standard powder formula. I feel like maybe this brush wasn't 100% clean, because I feel like I got a little bit of another color in there. I'm usually pretty good about cleaning my brushes, but we shall see. And she's using different brushes. I am just using my Moda Pro brush set, as always. And I will be using my color switch in between. Okay, let's see what she does next.
Anastasia A25 brush. I'm going to go into Python, which is the teal here.
And that's
such a unique
Gaia for me.
Because in the pan it looks a little shiny. It actually looks like a cream, but when it goes on the eye, it's so nice and it's very buildable. So I'm going to go into the crease a little bit lower and start blending that shade in.
And because I have hooded eyes, I go out just a little higher.
On a Smith 253 brush, I'm going to go in.
This is a very pretty color. See how well it blends with that mustard. I feel like it's just a tiny bit patchy, but I don't know if it's actually patchy or if it's just patchy over the other color and just not blending quite as well. Okay, let's see what she does next.
with that Python shade and really pack it onto the lid. Love teals. Teals are my favorite to work with. Blue in general I love using. Okay, going back with the Smith 230.
Okay, so just putting it on just the eyelid, not on top of any other shadow. It is not patchy, so it's just blending, and that could be a little bit of user error there. Okay.
Too, with that mustard shade, Dijon, I'm gonna go over this just to make it a little bit more pigmented. And to help blend that Python shade just a little bit. The same 253 brush.
Okay. I'm trying to be very light with this so I don't make it muddy while I pack it on up there and do a little blending. Okay.
I'm going to go into their duochrome shade that they have in here, which is called Lime Chrome. This guy right here, it's so cool. I'm going to put
Cassandra
that
for
into
me.
the center of the lid. And I sweep that Python shade all across the lid because I wanted this shade to be super, just to bring out that green reflect in this shade. I'm first going to apply this dry, and then I'm going to spritz my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus and make it super intense right on the center. Just spritzing with a little Fix Plus and picking up that shade.
Okay, I'm going to try it without spritzing it. I try not to if I can avoid it so that I don't do any, damage to my pants. She even talks about here how she keeps it to one corner if she has to get it wet. I'm going to see if just using my finger will apply it the same way.
I'm patting that in the center. I'm going to take this shade Sparks right here. Oh, it's very white on camera, but it's just like, it's a part of their sheer formula.
That's Freya for me.
It's just sheer until the light hits it, and it's super pretty and glittery. So again, I'm going to spritz a brush with some Fix Plus and dip into it. I dedicate a corner to using a wet brush just in case if it does wreck a shadow. I just dedicate like one little corner just in case. And I'm gonna apply that right on to the center.
I think it's applying pretty well with just my finger.
I'm also going to apply that into the inner corner as well.
And then I'm just going to use...
I'm going to take that
I'm just going to use this little brush for that. I think this did very well with just my finger. Okay.
Beige shade again on this True Fiction Pro Blend brush. It's just like a flatter blending brush, and I think I got this at the grocery store. And apply that to the lower lash line.
I think this still has some green on it. Let me let me catch up a little bit here. She goes very fast, which is great, except when I'm trying to do this and talk to you. So far I'm really liking this palette.
And then I'm going to take this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil in Overdrive, and I'm going to put this in the waterline.
I don't have that, and this does not perform quite as well as the Urban Decays do, but this is, I got this in a Boxycharm, Bodyography in Emerald. Again, not quite the same, but we're getting there.
On a Smith 230 brush, I'm going to be taking that Python shade and connecting first from the outer corner and then sweeping that across the lower lash line. And this shade is so fun because it really builds on top of each other, so on top of it itself so nicely. Because sometimes when you try to build a matte over another matte, it doesn't work because it's so dry, but just because this is a creamy formula, it just applies on top of itself so nicely.
Again, mine's not that creamy formula, but it's working well.
I'm going to take that liner again and just really work it into the lash line. Okay, I got a little carried away and I brought it out really far. You do not have to bring it out that far. I was just having a little bit too much fun. And now I'm just going to go quickly apply some mascara and then some lashes. And here's the look all zoomed out.
Okay, so let me see here. I think I'm just going to blend a little more here. All right, and I am going to do this eye and then I'll come back. I will also have my mascara on and I'll see you in a bit. I'm back with both eyes finished. Eyes finished. And I am very, very pleased with how this worked. I think, first of all, that's beautiful palette. I mean, I know it's not the faux leather Natasha Denona stuff. I know we don't have the different formulas that she has, but I think these all performed so well in a way that had I been wearing them side by side, I don't think that you would be able to tell a difference. I did think it was a little patchy going on, or not patchy. I don't think it blended very well over here when I first did it, but when I did this eye, I just took a little more time with a clean blending brush and it blended out much better. I don't have any problems with any of the performances. I am getting quite a bit of kick up from the sparkle stuff, but I'm not too concerned about that. So far my review of Alter Ego is really good. I guess I should mention this was $15, I believe. I will put Alter Ego's website down below. From what I understand, they are kind of the reconstitution of the Bad Habit people, and so they only have, I don't know, maybe five or so palettes. They've added a new lip line and some brushes, so I am really going to be following them and probably picking up a lot of what they have to offer if this is any indication of what their quality is. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Please take a second to like this video. If you are new here, please go ahead and subscribe. Follow me over on Instagram at steak_and_brush. And if you have any palettes you would like me to try to dupe, or you see any eye looks out there and you want me to try to dupe it, please just send me a link and I will try it out. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on our next video. Bye-bye.